Hmm. Well, back in the days when I first started doing, shows and stuff, and then I decided that I wanted to be my own business person, I started searching around for spaces, and nobody would give me a chance. Mainly the bars on Church Street, the gay bars on Church Street, they weren't really about supporting you if you were going to do events outside of the gay community. But I always understood that if you wanted to make money for yourself and you wanted to create events, you needed to make money. And you couldn't do that working in the gay bars on Church Street. So I decided to branch out and do pageants and different events and balls at other venues. And the gay bar managers, they didn't really like that too much. So this is probably why they didn't book me a lot. But they didn't have to book me because I was under contract with Lacage, and I was also working part time with the Imposters. So I was doing good. So I wasn't really worried about working in the gay bars. Now, what was it? Well, when I first started, I started doing things at the church at Berkeley, and it was an old man and an older lady. Um, it's Doug and Katie. Doug and Katie from the Church of Berkeley. Thank you guys so much. They knew who they are. They gave me, well, they gave me my second big venue, which was an official venue, because my first venue was Lacage. Gunther, the owner of Lacage, gave me the space to make money, and we filled the place to capacity at Lacage. It was like 400 people for my first event, sit down, dinner, and show. So it was great, and I never forget that as long as I live. Gunther was the first one to give me my first big break and my first big theater. Then we went on to the Church of Berkeley, which held 1,000 people, and there I was. I was there for 15 years at the church in Berkeley, and Katie and Doug never charged me any more money than they charged me from the first day I brought my event to the church at Berkeley. I helped put the church at Berkeley on the map because I started doing all the gay events there, and then all the bars started having events there, and all the different a lot of people that were doing events elsewhere started taking all their events to the Church of Berkeley because of Stephanie Stevens. And I have to say, I take my wig off to Doug and Katie, the owners of the Church of Berkeley. An old church, they turned it into a theater, and then they end up start filming movies and everything. Now it's an event theater and a movie place, and they done well. And I just want to say, back in the days when they gave me my start, they didn't have much, but they gave me a chance to do what I needed to do, and never gave me no stress, never overcharged me, nothing. And that was the one of my fondest memories of doing shows. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And those are some of my memories that I remember the most. Doug and Katie from the Church of Berkeley giving me my first official theater without overcharging me, without harassing me, without rushing me out of the plays, without doing all kinds of strange things that a lot of the event owners do to people. And that's some of my fondest memories. The church at Berkeley. And and I'll never forget this. I did a contest called the Drag Ball. It was like a pageant, dance party, and everything. And I don't know why we're not going to talk negative about the community. We're going to leave that alone. But I'll never forget what Erica Andrews said to me. She said, if you had this event in the U.S., you would be a millionaire. Because this is good. But they don't want you to have it. That's exactly what she told me. She said, they don't want you to have it. And when we spoke about it later, she explained to me, sometimes you need to be careful and listen. We miss you, Erica Andrews, and she was one of the great people that came to Toronto many times to support my events. Never overcharged me, never charged me too much, never asked for too much. An amazing person. Her and Tanisha Cassadine, I take my wig off to those two women. They showed me a lot, taught me a lot about fairness and honesty. But yet, sometimes you just got to just do what you got to do. And I miss them. Those are some of my fond memories. They taught me a lot. They taught me a lot. Miss Erica Andrews and Miss Tanisha Cassadine. They came here 3 or 4 times for me to perform and all of that. And they did a great job and always was there to support me, always just to say hello to me online and everything. Amazing, amazing. Those are some of my fondest memories. Merry Christmas, everybody, and happy holidays. I take my wig off to the Church of Berkeley, Gunther from An Evening at Lacage, and Tanisha Cassadine and Erica Andrews. Fabulous memories. So, Merry Christmas in heaven to Tanisha and Erica, and to Katie and Doug over there still grinding, because they're like 80 and 90 years old now and still grinding. Go ahead on. I take my wig off to you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.